cut out about 4 minutes of this video because, oh, it dragged on. It was the middle of the night. I was having my coffee, chaga, giving my thoughts, internal thoughts about dreaming, because I had an amazing dream, and death. And we see a lot of documentaries out there of near-death experience. But what Spirit was showing me was that space and life after death has no time. So that when we pass over, aside from looking down at our bodies after that, the people that we meet are people who are not just passed on, but people who are still here on earth. There is no time. There is no grieving over there. So being so moved by that dream, I was pulled to do this reading. So enjoy. So on that note, this was the last card I pulled from the oracles. And it was the Witness. So I think I'm going to start with that. And I am not sure what words are going to come out of me in the interpretation of these cards for you. I know what my feelings are, but feelings are changeable too. So let's see. This one I shall read to you, because I could not put so eloquently what they've written here. And it is the Witness. The Witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then through our presence, they receive their own answers. The Witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. Acknowledge your preconceptions, ideas, and feelings about the situation you are in, but resist the urge to change any of it. Do not fall back into your controlling patterns. Instead, take a few deep breaths and connect with the joy of not having to perform. Hold space for the world to keep spinning on its own. Interesting. Resist the urge to change any of it. I said in one of my previous videos for January to resist the urge to act on any of your inspirations or ideas until the end of January. And if you go over to the website, it's right on the front page. I put up a chart for January for each of your signs as to when the moon is void of course through your sign, and it lasts for about a day and a half, maybe 2 days. During that time, to meditate, to go within, to allow no negative thoughts, just to focus on yourself. And during the course of the void moon in your sign, it is never a good idea to sign contracts or make commitments. That is the time for you. So look it up over at the website. Let's look at these cards that came up as a result of this dream I had, and the question that I asked of what its meaning was, and how those energies could send a message of encouragement for anyone listening to this reading. I'll start with these top cards. They were the first ones I pulled. And I got the Page of Chalices, the recreation of a new reality. the empty canvas to paint whatever you're inspired to paint. The Seven of Pentacles, which is about the seeds that were sown and that you've cultivated, and the need to be patient a little longer before harvest. The Ace of Cups, which can be about new love or the rebirth of a current one. But I am always overwhelmed when I see this card, that feeling of love overflowing that comes from above to fill our hearts, our inspirations, our blessings, the abundance of it. The Two of Athens is about decisions that need to be made, hard decisions, a hard decision facing us. When I see the Queen of Pentacles, I always think of retirement. All that was collected on your journey to finally sit down. You've got your big coin, the return on your investments in life, whether that be physical, spiritual. And this is very much the feeling of spirituality, but of course, physical. We have a food, your picnic basket, and then the Lord of Shadows. Now, in my dream, on reflection, when I was talking with Spirit, I was like, why did these people that passed over appear in my dream? Some I had not thought of for many years, some that were recent. Is this the end of life? Is this the passing over to another side? Or is this mind control of loss? We're moving to a better time. The well is dry on that old cycle anyway, isn't it? So on the next deck, on the shuffle, two cards popped up. The Triumph card, the Chariot card, and the Crown Chakra. The Crown Chakra is that umbilical cord to Source. The triumph of a new reality, the creation of it. And boy, are we in the time of that now in 2023. I also noticed that these two cards were a number 7. The creation of a new reality. For me, this confirmed what we do here in this life is the building of what we experience in the afterlife. In the traditional chariot, there's usually 2 horses. He's riding in a chariot with 2 horses, but this artist has got him riding on the horse. The 2 horses depict which direction you may go in, maybe to do with this decision card. But in this card, it is decided the direction. That inner knowing of triumph, victory. This feels like clear sight, that lifting of the veil. Now, when we're in a creative mode, it's very veiled. It's like bringing heaven to earth and putting it on the canvas. And what are we going to create? In this sense, we know there is a moment of just knowing it doesn't matter what this is. But looking through the eyes of a child, not out of any motive. And I notice there's a little beaver in the background building, and to build that bridge to source. Harmony, which is the Gemini card, the loves. Be patient a little longer. You will be united, if not in this life, the next life. Now, for you young ones out there that might be listening to this, that may seem really frustrating. I don't want to wait until I pass over to the other side to find my twin flame, which is the mirror of yourself. But with that said, Earth is ascending, and the veil is lifting on this life. Longer, and all will be revealed to you. This love overflowing heals loss. A number 5 would tell us this is about radical change. Perhaps some of you, we all lose someone at some point in our life or another. We all go through this deep loss of love. But there's such a healing energy about this. See how this light comes in. We have that Fibonacci spiral surrounding your heart, filling it up. The light card is the same as the sun. This decision that needs to be made, as difficult as it may be. Perhaps it's a message for you to ascend to a higher thought, to do the right thing for the right reasons. But this is the happiest card in the deck. This is utter joy, complete happiness. That in these physical bodies, when we have that emotion, it is that overflowing fulfillment of love, joy, and peace. Here's old Catherine, retired, talking to the birds, Holy Spirits, Holy Spirit, partnerships and alliances. That reassurance, we have a masculine, feminine here, that reassurance that you're safe, and that feeling of safety that transcends everything. Like you could be walking through fire, but feel that grip of security, confidence, safety, assurance. And for the Lord of the Shadows, this is the same as the Nine of Cups. Fulfillment of wishes. The scrolls, the wisdom, the aroma of a beautiful flower is gratitude. Gratitude that you made it. The prize. So guys, keep your eye on the prize. Thanks for joining me.